I recently created this world that I plan on staying in for a long time. I already completed the basics like setting up a base, making a villager trading hall, and beating the end. Now, I need to make a bunch of farms to start collecting resources, and at the end of this video, I'm going to make one of the best farms in the game, which is the most complicated farm that I have ever made. I ended the last video by getting the elytra, so let's pick up from there. Now that I've got my elytra, I'm going to need rockets to fly around freely. To make rockets, I need paper and gunpowder. I planted a whole field of sugarcane back when I was trading with the villagers, so I'm not worried about getting paper for now. Later on, I will be making a sugarcane farm that is fully automatic. To get gunpowder, I'm going to be making a ghast farm. The design I want to use requires a lot of obsidian, and to get this obsidian, I'm going to want to upgrade my pickaxe to netherite and acquire a beacon. I know these aren't necessary, but I want to make this as fast as it can be because it takes a long time. To make the beacon, I of course need a nether star. A nether star is dropped when you kill a wither, and to summon that I'll need 3 wither skeleton skulls. What the? Now that I've got all the skulls, let's go kill this thing. Since I also need netherite to upgrade my tools, I thought I'd kill 2 birds with 1 stone and fight the wither here at the bottom of the nether. The wither tends to blow up stuff a lot, so hopefully it'll reveal some while I'm fighting it. This seems like a good spot. Alright, make sure I got my shield. Alright, this isn't working as I had planned. It's just kinda chilling. Even when I tried clearing a path for it to come through, it didn't really work. So I killed it, and I looked around and it turns out nothing was revealed. I guess this is why it's not a popular thing that's done all the time. I guess I'll go look for netherite with TNT, but I need to get some gunpowder before I do that. After I get this farm built, I won't have to do this ever again. Alright, looks like that worked. I just finished smelting all the ancient debris, and if I put 4 scraps and 4 gold, boom, netherite ingot. And if I take it over here, and then now we got netherite pickaxe. I'm also going to make a beacon with the nether star that I had gotten earlier. This iron farm has been producing the entire time, so I've got plenty of iron for the rest of the beacon. And now I'm finally all set to go and grab some obsidian. Looks like I'm going back through the portal. I think I'll mine from this one. This is one of the taller towers. And there we go, beacon is all set up. And then haste 2. To mine all of this obsidian, I set up a macro on my mouse that would keep mining blocks without my finger having to press down on the left mouse button. I found that there is a sweet spot on 2 blocks where I could mine down, breaking 2 blocks at a time. It took a couple hours to collect it all, so I watched some YouTube videos to pass the time. Okay, I didn't manage to mine the entire pillar, but I did get a full shulker box full of obsidian, and that should be more than enough. Man, that took a long time. If only there was a farm for obsidian. For this ghast farm, I'm also going to need a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns, so this is a good time to start making a pumpkin and melon farm. I already grabbed some pumpkins from before, but I don't have any melons. I do remember a mine shaft that is way back here, and there it is. Melon seeds secured. Now let's make this thing. Hold on, this cave is really cool. Let me know in the comments if you have any ideas for what I could do in here. I've got all the materials that I'll need right here. It's really simple, really cheap, so let's get this done. Okay, it's done now. Like I said, it's pretty simple, so it was really easy to make. And this is a design that I got from a YouTuber named Miniature, which is inspired by the classic Ilmango design. If you want to watch the tutorial video for yourself, the links to all of the tutorials that I use in this video will be down in the description. Before I finally start this farm, there's one more thing that I need to do. I'm going to be building this farm on the nether roof, and I'm going to need to do a few specific steps to get there. First, I have to go to the nether normally, and I come out at my usual spot. Next, I kill this thing because it's being annoying. Next, I dig up as far as I can. Now that I'm up here, I'm looking for a block that is on the Y level 127. Alright, this one should work. And now if I go up here, place some ladders, and then if I aim an ender pearl right at the corner of these blocks, it works just like that. And now I'm up here. I made a portal on the nether roof, and I connected that to one that I made in the overworld. Okay, and now it's done. Unfortunately, I didn't have the replay mod at this point, so I didn't get much footage of me building it, but I did have a little bit of trouble connecting up the portals because this is a portal-based farm. This is a pretty simple farm to understand. The ghast spawn on the platforms here. They get teleported via the portals, and they suffocate and drop their loot. I stood on the AFK platform for about 10 to 15 minutes. I can't remember exactly how long. And I got a decent amount of gunpowder from that. It's nothing crazy, but I think this farm is good enough for now. Now, I've got easy access to gunpowder to make my rockets, and gas tiers for whatever those are used for. As you can tell from the chest textures, it's Christmas, at least for me. Probably not for you. So I thought I would do something special, a little bit different from what I've been doing. You know, I've been making these ugly farms, and I thought I'd make something nice for once. I want to build a giant Christmas tree here in the middle of the village. So I'm going to start by making the trunk. I want to use spruce leaves, so I'll have to start farming those. And I'll add some detail with spruce, fences, fence gates, stairs, stuff like that. Let me fly back to get a good look, and yeah, that does not fit. Funny enough, dark oak planks actually go better with spruce wood than spruce planks do. So I'm gonna go fly over here because I saw a forest from earlier where I can mine down a whole bunch of trees. Okay, that looks a lot better. Now that I've got the leaves on, I can't even see the branches behind it, but no, it was worth it. But yeah, look at this. This is looking pretty good. All that's left is the decorations, and I'm gonna keep it simple and only do 2 different colors of ornaments. And then I'll put some lanterns here and there, which can't be placed on leaves, so I'll have to do it on the blocks that I use as ornaments. Okay, and one final touch. I'm gonna put a gold block on the top. And there we go. I guess that's my first decorative build on this whole world. I could have made it look a lot better if I had planned this out in creative first, but I think it looks fine enough. It's time to get back to grinding farms. But if I go at the pace that I'm going, this video is gonna end up being 2-3 hours long. So it's time to get serious. That seemed cooler in my head. The next farm I made is a slime farm. It's a very simple and very cheap design that is created by Coma, and it features a giant dark room full of mushrooms where the slime spawn and they get drawn towards an iron golem in the middle. To get all of the mushrooms, I had to travel a long distance to a mushroom island. To work the farm, all I do is fly up to this AFK platform, wait here, and then I can jump down and collect my loot later on, however long I want to stay up there for. Before I move on to making the next farm, I want to upgrade my sword, and you'll see why later. I need to mine a bunch of stone for my next project, but I left my beacon back in the end, and I'm too lazy to go and get it, so I made a wither skull farm. This is an insane design by IanXO4, which has crazy rates, has no need for clearing out a huge area, and is very, very cheap. Farms like this are just what I'm looking for at this point in the game. Now I've got easy access whenever I need a new beacon for something. Next, I made this shulker farm in the end. This is more of a temporary farm where I can get a whole bunch of shulker shells without having to go out and kill them myself. Eventually I'll make one in the overworld, but I think this will do for now. Unfortunately, I didn't record much of this, so this 40-second clip is the only footage I have of making this thing. The next farm I want to make is a honey farm, but I haven't done anything with bees yet, so I need to go and gather some of those. I think I'll need a campfire. If I put that there and then break it, perfect. And another one. If I keep breeding them in this greenhouse-like structure, I should get enough in each of the hives that I can move over to the farm. Managing all these bees is really difficult, so I downloaded a mod that will tell me exactly how many are in each hive. I think it's really dumb that in vanilla you can't see how many bees are in a certain hive. So I don't think that this mod is cheating. I've got all the hives filled up, and now it's time to put them in the right spot. I've got to do this as fast as I can, and I know that a bunch of them are going to get out, but I can just breed them later after, and that should be fine. Yeah, it looks like a few got out, but that's fine. Alright, I got the farm finished. It's all full of bees, and it's already producing. I've been using cobblestone for all these farms, and it is satisfying to mine, but I'm getting a little tired of it. I just wish that I had like a cobblestone generator that I could generate it automatically without me having to do any... Oh, hey. Oh, that's convenient. Before I move on, I want to upgrade the rest of my gear. Ah, much better. Earlier in the video I said that I was going to make a automatic sugarcane farm and replace the one that I already have, so I did that in about 10 minutes. Then I did the same thing for my bamboo farm. Looks like they're both working, and I can easily expand these if I want better rates. So I don't really care that it's not giving me much right now. The last small scale farm that I want to make is a rail duper. Oh shoot. There's one of them done. 2, 3, and 4. And here we have a duplication machine for each different type of rail. They work independently and I can turn on and off whichever one I want. It's time to change pace, because the next farm that I want to make is going to be the biggest one yet. I'm not going to spoil what it is right now, but you might be able to figure out from the stuff I'm going to get. And speaking of, let's go get all the stuff I'm going to need for this farm. I'm here in the end, and I have to clear out this huge chunk of endstone. This would be a good time to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm trying to grow this channel out, and that would help me out a lot. Thanks. Look at all the endstone that I got from that. Also, I went through my entire pickaxe, I had to go repair it. So now it's time to actually do the building of the farm. What you're seeing is a light Matica outline. This does not give me the blocks, it just tells me where to place them. This is easier than switching back and forth between a creative world. Now I need to trap the wither in this farm. What is that? Whoa, 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 whoa. It looks like an Enderman was setting off the farm. It looks like it built it right, so it should be fine, but that scared me for a second. Ooh, that wasn't supposed to happen. There, that should be fine. Before I spawn it for real, I want to test this out in a copy of the world. Okay, it looks like that went fine. Why is there redstone there? Oh. Okay, it looks like the projectiles it's shooting out are going too high and are blowing up part of this redstone line. Okay, it's pretty simple, but I think this is the solution. I just moved it behind the shield, and now it shouldn't reach anymore. I'm going to test this again in a new copy, and it looks like everything's working well. Before I spawn the wither in my actual world, I want to finish the overworld side of this farm. Yeah, that's right, it's not done. I'm here at the end portal, and I have to clear out a huge area around it, so let's get going with that. Well, that took a while, especially since I accidentally mined out a huge chunk that I didn't need to. But here's all the stuff that I got from that. Now I've got to use a glitch to get rid of these end portal frames. You've probably seen this done by other YouTubers before, but all I gotta do is grow a mushroom right on this block, and it will delete those end frames, and I can just mine away the mushroom. Now I gotta do this on all the other sides. And there we go. Now we got an end portal with nothing around it. If you haven't already figured out what I'm making, it is a 3-in-1 obsidian, concrete, and gravity block farm. This part in the overworld is for the gravity blocks, the top section here is for the obsidian, and the bottom part is for the concrete. I've been doing some testing in a copy world, and I've come across a few problems and some solutions. As you can see, I added a huge wall of water to protect the farm from Endermen. And I added some light sources to stop them from spawning on the farm. Another fix that I'm going to have to make is reversing the fix that I made right here. I completely forgot that this gate right here needs to be powered by the redstone torch that's over there. So I'm going to have to move it back to the original spot that it was in and somehow fix the projectiles. I did some fixes off camera because that's boring. And now I'm finally ready to get this farm started for real. 3, 2, 1. Gotta remember to place water. If I go over here, this redstone is probably going to explode. Okay, that's fine. I expected that to happen, and I've got a fix for that. I'm gonna turn this on, and then I'm going to head back to the overworld, and then head straight for the end portal. First, I turn on this chunk loader, then I gotta craft a minecart, put it right there, and now items should be refreshing the spawn platform. And if I hop through, okay, looks good, minecarts are still there, and this lever should turn the farm on. Okay, it ran once and it stopped working. I think I have a fix for that. Alright, let's try turning this on again. And perfect. Looks like it's working now. But we're not done yet. Next, I gotta replace the redstone that was broken before, and it should be totally safe now. Next, I've gotta make sure to turn this off before I leave. Head back to the end portal, break this minecart that I placed before, and I'm gonna switch out the sand for concrete because I want to test to make sure the conversion is all working. To turn it on, all I have to do is hit this note block. And looks like it's running, it's pretty loud. And this little section right here always gets lost, I don't know why. Make sure the chunk loader is still running. It is, and let's jump in. And perfect, looks like it's already working. This is the lever that will convert the concrete powder into concrete and then automatically blow it up. Looks like that is working as well, and all the items are getting collected down here. Overall, the farm works pretty well, but we do have a few problems. This one piece of redstone got blown up somehow. It shouldn't have, I don't know why. I'll have to do some tweaking around to find out what's wrong with that. And then this part of the concrete conversion is not working for some reason. It all got piled up, I'll have to fix that too. After a few fixes, the farm is now working perfectly. And that concludes the most complicated farm I have ever made. This is a design that I got from Scorpio. If you're curious about the rates, this makes over 30,000 obsidian per hour and over 100,000 concrete and gravity blocks per hour as well. To recap, I now have a farm for iron, poppies, villagers, pumpkins, melons, gunpowder, gas tears, slime balls, wither skulls, bones, coal, shulker shells, honey, cobblestone, sugarcane, bamboo. Each rail type, obsidian, sand, red sand, gravel, anvils, every concrete powder color, and every regular concrete color. That's all I got for now. Thank you and goodbye.